Welcome to another episode of the BOSS podcast, The Quality Drive. And in today's episode, we will be exploring BOSS services and how the services support quality, safety, and fair trade. Many of you might know Botswana Bureau of Standards as a national standards body responsible for quality activities, but many of you at the same time are unfamiliar with the full range of services that are offered by BOPS and how they contribute to improving the quality of products and services that are offered in Botswana. We are having this conversation to unpack the role of BOPS in developing standards, testing of products and services, certification of services, inspection of goods, and in support of businesses to meet national and international quality requirements. My name is 𝐔𝐍𝐃𝐄𝐒. I'm your host, and I'm not alone. I'm joined by my colleagues, Mr. Tayamudimo David and Mr. Karabora Monsu, as we will be unpacking the role of BOPS in support of businesses with regards to quality, safety, and fair trade. And we are going to start off our conversation, Hela, just by unpacking the mandate of Botswana Bureau of Standards for those of you who might not be familiar with what is it that we do at Botswana Bureau of Standards. And help me welcome Ms. David to the Quality Drive podcast as she introduces herself. Ms. David, welcome, and how are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing good.
Thank you so much for coming through. Let's start off our conversation, Hela, by unpacking the mandate and the role of BOPS. We know that Botswana out there, some are familiar, some are not.
Yes.
Can you briefly tell us what is BOPS, who is BOPS, and what is it that we do at Botswana Bureau of Standards?
Okay. The Botswana Bureau of Standards, BOPS, is the national standard body responsible for developing standards and promoting quality, safety, and fair trade in Botswana. In simpler terms, BOPS helps ensure that the products people buy are safe, reliable, and of good quality, while also helping businesses meet recognized standards that can open doors to local and international markets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk to the different services that are offered at Botswana Bureau of Standards. Just give us an overview of some of the key services.
The services, we offer a wide range of services. They include standards development and standard sales.
Mm-hmm.
We also have testing services. We also offer certification services, calibration and metrology services, as well as training services, just to mention a few.
Yes.
Okay.
Botswana Bureau of Standards, as the name suggests, or as the name speaks, standards, and already you mentioned that we develop standards.
Yes.
For someone who is not familiar with a standard, can you explain to us what is a standard and why should businesses care about standards? Why are standards important to businesses?
Okay, I'll start with what a standard is. A standard is simply an agreed set of requirements or guidelines for products, services, or processes. And standards help ensure consistency, safety, quality, and efficiency. It's very important for businesses to adopt standards because standards provide a clear benchmark for producing quality products and delivering reliable services. They can reduce waste in a business, improve efficiency, as well as strengthen customer confidence, which can also create opportunities for access to new markets.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All the standards that you have mentioned, you've explained what is a standard and what it can do and benefit the businesses. Now let's talk to the process of acquiring standards. Let's talk to a business maybe operating in Kasane or Maung, and they are producing products and they are interested in meeting the quality requirements. How can one go about accessing or acquiring a standard and familiarizing themselves with the requirements or the quality requirements for different products?
Okay, in BOPS we sell standards, but with offering standards, with selling standards, someone can come to BOPS to buy a standard, but they can also access them online. They just go through our website where they will find the web store They create an account, find the standard that they want to buy, then they make their payment, and then the standard will be sent to them via email.
Okay. And then the other thing is that we have different products in the market,
Yes.
various products. Now, can we say that standards cover, and the standards that we have, that we develop at Botswana Bureau of Standards, do they cover all the products that are in the market? And also in cases where maybe a particular product does not have a standard as an instance, what happens?
We have lots of standards, but there are standards that we don't have, that we haven't adopted. There are instances where someone would want to develop a product, but there are no standards. That person is allowed to come to BOPS to say, I want a standard for this. Then there will be a team, a technical team, that will sit and develop that standards.
Okay. Let's talk to another service. You mentioned testing.
Yes.
Testing is another service that people often or interested in. What happens during product testing? Take us through the process of testing and how one can acquire the testing process.
Okay. BOPS offers testing services through our laboratories, which are 𝐔𝐍𝐃𝐄𝐒 accredited. We offer microbiology testing, chemistry testing. We have textile, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, as well as electrical engineering. So with testing, if someone wants to test a product, which is open to businesses as well as just anyone, even a consumer can just come and test. You receive a quotation from BOPS, then you proceed to make a payment, then that's when you can bring your samples for testing.
Okay. Thank you so much for this information, this insightful information, which I believe will be beneficial to our viewers and also those who are in the business of producing products and looking to export to international markets. As I've mentioned that in today's discussion, we are talking about BOP services and exploring and discussing how the services can meet the needs and demands of the industry in ensuring that they meet quality requirements and to ensure that their products are safe and reliable for use. And as we continue with our discussion in today's episode, remember that we are discussing BOP services, how BOP services support the industry in assuring that they meet quality requirements. And now I'm joined by Mr. Karabo Ramonso, and he will be taking forth with other services that are offered in Botswana Bureau of Standards, and help me welcome him. How are you, Mr. Ramonso?
I'm very good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. We are talking about BOP services. Botswana out there and businesses, some are not familiar with what we do at Botswana Bureau of Standards, and we are here to break it down for them and help them understand exactly what we do and how are the services offered at Botswana Bureau of Standards.
Yeah,
And we are going to be looking at certification services.
yes.
I think this is one of the most sought after services, especially for manufacturers, those who are producing products and looking to export to other markets or international markets.
Yeah.
Can you take us through the certification process and how can a company or individual can certify their products and services, and what does certification mean?
Okay. Certification is an independent confirmation that a product or management system complies with the requirements of a recognized standard. So in layman terms, basically it means you are set a list of requirements saying ready auditor check okay indeed the process indeed if I was to give a typical example, they'll be going for maybe their degree, so there'll be a trials of tests, audits and all that, and then at the end of the 4 years indeed or comply with those requirements, then or certify okay indeed criteria test. So because of those set criteria, we meet every criteria was in place, indeed certified. So basically the certification process basically it gives proof where you are indeed complying with those requirements. So Motswana ko ga certify maybe a certain product or a management system or it's in place, co-workplace, they can basically just contact us more Bobs. So our numbers that will be shown at the end of the video, and oka contact Aquano, oka contact Aqua inquiries, and then customer agent the whole process thing. It's not a very intensive process, but has it say when I lay the recommended that thing in place, if your system is just flowing nicely, or meet the minimum requirement, then I don't think the process is going to be difficult to. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk to maybe those who are still considering, they are not sure if they should go the route of certification. Let's talk to the benefits of certifying your products or certify your management system, so that they can really see the value of having their product certified or their management system certified. Yeah.
So when you are certifying a product, or you're certifying one of the management services in place, you're basically saying, okay, you know what, the requirements they are bringing my quality to a certain value. So with quality, it brings about reassurance to your consumers. Or okay, indeed, if I'm making this product, then I met criteria where the standard yala hats. Because Bob's is a regulatory body, standards and you already are meeting that criteria that's been set, and you are now being certified on that criteria, then you're giving reassurance to your consumers that indeed what I'm producing, what I'm doing in the workplace is of a certain quality, it meet all criteria. So with quality, that means you are getting more consumers, that you're getting more exposure, because we are coming to you more. So that positive feedback in essence basically gives you free marketing. If I was to give an example, more simple, but Tokawins would choose to go to certain brands over others. For example, Woolworths. Obviously, the brand of Woolworths, it's of a certain quality. So immediately people would want to go there. Because of the quality at the end. And with quality brings more exposure, more reliability, and I would say maybe safety also is part of the many requirements that we want people to, because food safety law, and it's part of the things that so if everything is to quality, that means if you're making food, and if you're making maybe say safety boots, then how's it only outside we are sure if anything to happen, God forbid, indeed material to standard, then
protected.
Protected.
Okay. Now let's talk to how can one identify a certified product. What is it that can tell a consumer and an end user that this is a quality certified product that has been certified by Botswana Bureau of Standards?
Okay. So when we certify products, so check out, okay, no, indeed this is a certified product. The certified mark on our Bobs,
the diamond mark.
The diamond mark, yes. So that will basically reassure you, okay, no, indeed this was tested by Bob's, it's being certified according to the standard it's a Bob's.
Okay. And talk to our viewers with where can they find maybe a list, maybe identify what this product has been, or a company has been certified by Bob's. Which places can they look at to confirm and check if this product or a company has been certified by Bob's?
Okay. Business can simply just go to our Bob's website. The Bob's website has a list of different information, from how to certify to how to go about if you want to go for testing or if you want training. So every information that you want to know about Bob's, you can find it under the Bob's website. So it's very easy and very user friendly. So and if you don't know where to go, and I'll search tab where just simply type in a specific word, and then it'll prompt you to that information you're wasting.
Okay. Bob's deals with a whole lot of products and processes. Holistically, we look at everything that happens in the industry. We've talked to products where you can identify and verify the quality through testing and certification. We talked about systems, certification of management system. We also deal with equipment.
Yeah.
And one of the services that many people do not know about is calibration. Can you take us through calibration? What is calibration, and what is the importance of having your equipment calibrated?
Okay, so calibration basically, it's very, very much essential because it makes sure that the measurements that you would be using, or the measurements that your equipment that are indeed of that number. Hanka ha example le jaka di scale house tso kala go kala di banana yana go tsa di apole ko tshopisa gore indeed ha ile gore ke 1 kilogram. Machine o tota o tla go supa gore ke 1 kilogram. And other examples is your filling stations. Ha ka ka re ke batla petrol 100 pula be ke a go tshela gore ke tshelletse petrol 60 pula because the measurement is off. So calibration makes sure that what you're asking for, you're going to be getting, and how you measure it'll show that that quantity. So what we do as Bobs, we just ascertain what the measurement that your machine will be giving to us are of international standards. Let's Bobs, we mark the criteria, I think, according to the international standards. So if you are to check Bob's website, so when it comes to calibration, it's both BOSS and ISO, meaning we are of Bob standards and of international standards. Those different regulators that are international also. Yeah. So yeah.
And also to add on to your submission, with calibration also we are taking care of the consumer protection part, ensuring that there is fair trade between the trader and the consumer. And also talk to our viewers with regards to how can they establish or maybe verify that this equipment has been calibrated by Bobs, and they should be assured what is producing the right quantity.
Okay, so in under every machine or calibrated Bobs, sticker as green. It's a green sticker, you'll see it on the machine. Or indeed it was calibrated, it was checked by Bobs, and how it's will put that mark that green sticker. And how meet the criteria, you'll find that red sticker or no machine it's not to the standard sale or
Okay.
So usually every single thing we leave that mark to make sure indeed this was done by Bobs. From products has a certifier or the diamond mark, and then when we are calibrating those machines, we leave those stickers, the green stickers. So they are not now the burner. And if you need more information, I just run on to the Bob's website.
Yes, definitely. Let's talk to who can access Bob's services. Many times people have misconception that Bob's is for certain people or certain categories, it's only for big businesses and so forth. Can you demystify that myth and talk to Botswana who can access Bob's services?
So Bob's is accessible to basically everyone. Hela it's only business, also you want to be starting a business, you have access to Bob's services. From having to just simply inquire you have access to our services. You can ask questions. You can write an email to our Bob's email, which is inquiries@bobstandards, and then we'll give you a whole list of processes. So whether you are a government institution, private company, or we came into smaller business, you access to even educational institutions, UB, BAC, as long as you have a product, you have maybe trying to develop a management system in your workplace or what similar, it doesn't really matter. You ask the questions. If you don't know which kind of questions you'll ask, we'll do that for you. We'll give you the information. We'll just sit down with you and just give you a whole list of things to look for.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ramonso, for that insightful information. And also, just to wrap up, can you talk to Botswana and the viewers by where they would like to utilize our services? and take them through the step. What is the first step? If one wants to access our service, what is the step? What is the first step that they need to take?
I think the very first step before it is like okay, you know what, ke batla simola business. Kgotsa ke batla dira yana, ga ke itse gore nka dira yana. So first step, take that phone over it.
Yes.
Number na hiding like it's 390-3200 straightforward. And if you don't have airtime car, hey, you can just simply go to our social media pages, and we have a page, a Facebook. So just go to our Facebook page, leave a message, and then respond. If you don't have questions or you just want information, just ask for the information, and then we'll gladly share it with you. You don't know what to ask, because remote airport road left in so hit 10 ya blockade. O ka tsena la mo bobs la security go kopa gore okay no nka ka go botsa ka sele they'll guide you to the right facilities. But overall that very first step is to initiate that contact.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. And finally, your message to our viewers, to the consumers, to the businesses, what you would like to share with them?
I'd like to say, I think people need to understand that having to acquire a standard or having to certify your systems in place, it shouldn't be seen as a cost. I think it should be seen more of an investment, because if now we are guiding you and we're giving you the list of requirements that you need to be following, you have a certain criteria what you have to meet. It means what your quality now. It starts from just subpar to a certain kind of level. Of a certain standard. So people need to understand that engaging with Bobs to improve your overall quality shouldn't be just about expense. It should be an investment.
Definitely.
When it comes to consumers, but it's okay, having products check. Okay, no, tickets are Bobs that are certified by Bobs. It also puts you in a certain kind of level of, you know what, you can be safe. Yeah, no, it's not how it's the safe. Has a post on Facebook or hey batong because subconsciously you know okay, no, this is certified by Bobs, our criteria I think has been met, and indeed they are of a certain level.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much. I do believe that our viewers have grasped our conversation today. If for those who are not familiar with our services, yes, we do have this services that support the industry and also individuals, because basically quality assurance, it takes care of safety of products, reliability of products, and so forth, to ensure that at the end of the day those products that reaches you are safe, safe consumption, safe for use, and they are reliable. And also, let me just say that for consumers, remember that standards contribute to safer products and fairer trade, and we encourage businesses and the public to learn more about Bob services and take advantage of the support that is available at Botswana Bureau of Standards. And as it is our norm, in our last episode, we had a trivia question where we asked this question, the question was, which international standards specified the requirements for a facility management system? And the correct answer for that question is BOSS ISO 41001. BOSS ISO 41001. I do believe that you have participated. If you participated and you got the answer correct, we will contact you. We have a little gift for you, and we encourage our viewers to take part in this trivia question so that we can have an engaging conversation and learn about quality assurance and standardization. And in today's episode, our trivia question is in relation to the topic. We were discussing Bob services and how they support the industry. The question is, do you know that Bob's offers much more than developing standards? And would like you to at least give us 3 services that are provided by Botswana Bureau of Standards. Which 3 services are provided by Botswana Bureau of Standards? Just 3. We have so many services that we offer, but just give us 3. We will look at your comments, we will look at your responses, and we will announce our winner in the next episode. Please do take part, engage with us, and let's make this conversation exciting and interesting. As we come to the end of our discussion, let me just remind you that we are located in Block 8 along Airport Road at plot 55745, and we also have a branch office in Francistown at plot 44149. We are housed at MVA Fund House just behind Gallo Mall. And if you are interested in knowing more about services that are offered at BOPS or different standards, you can call us or visit our offices so that you can be able to get the information. And until we meet again next time, always remember to demand quality.